Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another scene of Living World of Darkness, the Mage venue. We start the scene with Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is she had like a couple of days ago. She and uh, two other mages, new mages. Well, people who are sort of involved with this magic thing that's sort of opening up to her slowly. They had a interesting tour around town. She actually learned how to use a little bit of her abilities. It starts to get a little bit more interesting, but at the same time, all these days she's had this feeling of this other person that's sort of not always in the area, but you can kind of feel where he is and what he's doing, and it's strange. He did throw a theory in, but she she's not really having much of that, but is by now curious enough to go and actually find him. So she is taking a cab and is gonna give him like instructions to, like, when she's sort of close, just drop her off there. She'll pay the cab and just starts walking around his neighborhood. It doesn't look like the nicest place in New York City. A lot of buildings are empty. There's a lot of people on the streets. Gwen is kind of like, probably wearing like a long summer coat and is, looking around. She has like a headset on. Pretending she's listening to music, even though there's no music actually on, so that she can actually hear what's going on around her. And is just following this. It's almost like a string, or that's at least how she's envisioning it. That brings her to a person that she knows as Ty, or at least wishes to be known as Ty. And it's like there's ringing a bell, but she doesn't quite get it yet. But slowly and surely she gets closer to him, and she's standing in front of a building that uh, seems to be extremely deserted. The windows are like, got wood placed in front of them, but the door has been broken open, and she is, gonna walk in, look around.
The building
Uh,
is, yeah, extremely derelict. The downstairs, there's like leaves piled up in the corner. The door's clearly not been used. And yeah, when you go in, you can see there's signs of there's broken bottles, there's signs of drug use, kind of like needles. This is, yeah, not a good place to be.
Yeah. She's actually gonna tell her Raven that for some reason she can talk to him. She's not quite sure if she's being psychotic or if something else is going on with that. But she'll ask him to, like, stay outside and just keep an eye out, and fly to her if anything happens or if anyone is outside or whatever. And she's slowly gonna make her way, like avoiding the broken glass and, like, pulling her nose as she sees the needles in a corner, and like slowly but surely she does notice that she gets closer to, well, where Ty is, and she actually is gonna call out, uh Ty, I know you're there, and I think you know that I'm here, so are you, I mean, yes, you are here. I'm not gonna ask if you're here because you're here. um
As you say
Ty.
it, at the top of the stairs, you'll hear a kind of like a sound of movement, and you will see the dog, Strong Boy, kind of just appear at the top of the stairs and cock his head.
And yeah, Gwen will look up and says, "Oh, I know you. Um,
Do you know me? Would you come upstairs? Ty's asleep.
oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming." And yeah, she'll walk up the stairs
You
and
really shouldn't be here,
starts.
miss. This place is horrible.
And I mean, he shouldn't be here too at that point either. He shouldn't be
Yeah,
here either.
that's probably true, but I think at least, we're kind of used to it. I've been looking after him. He's been asleep for best part of yesterday and today.
What? That's not healthy. Look, I
Fine.
hate to say this, but if he's going to be stuck in my head, something's got to change.
You're preaching to the converted, miss.
Well, let's see what we can do about it, right? But thanks for looking after him because I don't know. I wouldn't want anything to happen to him. And mm,
Me either.
uh,
There's something.
do you mind if I pet you?
Of course not.
She'll walk over and just, kind of scratches him behind the ears.
He clearly likes it.
Try that with Raven. I haven't actually come up with a name, so for now it's just Raven. He doesn't seem to want to give me a name, at least.
Some of us
But
don't. I've been around humans long enough that
yeah,
I know how the naming thing works.
well, I mean, your name is Strongboy, right? Is that how you want to be called?
That was my first name,
Okay.
named by the writer Xenophon. You might not have heard of him.
I will look into it. She actually writes down the name on like a memo on her phone.
As you're
She does
trotting,
have one of those fancy smartphones.
as you're kind of trotting through the corridor, I was like, he was my first master. I like having a master. It just feels right.
How
Someone.
old are you?
Hmm, it's a different thing.
Okay.
Miss- I
So,
don't really like talking about myself in kind of descriptive way. It kind of removes some of the magic.
oh,
But it's
duly
alright.
noted.
But old lady, old. And he'll take you into the room where Ty is. But this one, there's something about him. He'll be my master for now. Even if he does need to fix his game up a bit. And Ty is basically in the corner on like a really disgusting looking mattress. A bit of kind of like old cloth covering him. He's basically fully dressed for the cold, and yeah, he looks asleep. You can see drug paraphernalia all around him, as well as like some beer, and yeah,
Gwen looks kind of, you know, looks kind of disgusted at his surroundings. Like, oh my god, the smell. Wow. Um, did
yeah.
he pee his pants?
As much
Or
as
did?
he looks like he may have no, there was people here
Okay,
before.
okay,
He
so
chose them
it's
off.
just corner check. Oh my god. Right. Okay, and she'll walk over to Ty and just kind of, Shakes him by the shoulder. Just, not very hard at first. It's just like, Ty.
He kind of wakes up and like opens his eyes, and like his eyes are rolling about all over the place. You can see he's clearly just like high as fuck.
Okay. She'll get like a bottle of water out of her bag and it's like, okay, come on. No, this is not gonna, you're gonna come with me now. I don't care what you feel, I don't care what you think, but you're gonna come with me now. Sit up.
You're best off just taking him, lady.
Sit up.
Ty's like completely out of it. Like he's not really like responsive. But Strong Boy will come over and kind of nuzzle him up and just be like, "Look, you're best off just taking him. You're doing him a favor."
Yeah. She'll, just actually pour some water over his face to see if that will wake him up a little bit more, and then, kind of tries to make him drink water.
It'll definitely like wake him up a bit, and he'll look around really blurry and like, "What are you doing here?"
I mean, I am gonna, like, get you out of this stink hole now. Here, drink,
I don't want to move.
drink.
He'll drink.
Okay. Can you stand?
Strong Boys will come over and kind of like nudge him. Yeah, where are we going?
Uh,
You a
my
cop?
place. Do I look Ty? It's me.
He'll focus
Gwen.
up. You're the girl I dreamed about. You're older.
Um, I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm not gonna have someone in my head who's like living in a crack den.
So just shrug.
So get up. And she'll actually try, kind of pull him up. She is absolutely not strong. I think she has strength one. Let me actually grab my sheet at this point because I forgot to pull it up.
He's ultimately like capable of kind of moving now. You've woken him up, and he'll get up, but he's just like really out of it. Um, he Strong Boy will like kind of grab his bag and drag it along, and he'll be like, "Outside, you better carry this." People getting jittery. They see a dog carrying a bag. They don't get it.
Of course, Gwen will actually take the bag from him and will steady Ty as well as she can. And slowly starts, going down or moving him towards the stairs at least.
Yeah, he'll go. Like, yeah, he'll basically do as he's told. He looks a little slow and reluctant, but he's not really in a decision making place.
Good, because Gwen does not look like she's gonna have to, or doesn't want to be in like a conflict situation with him right now. And she'll actually tell him if how stable is he on his feet?
He could probably walk. On the
Okay, but
stairs, he will just like sit down.
I was gonna say she would probably, if he's like, swaying a little bit, she's just gonna tell him to sit on the stairs and hop down that way.
Yeah, that'll happen. As you get to the bottom, you actually see like two more people like enter the place, and they look like kind of similar. Like if you didn't know Ty, you basically say they were like they're definitely the same demographic.
Hmm.
And as they come in, Strong Boy just goes and gives a deep, deep growl, and this like 4 foot at the shoulder dog growling at them, and they'll shout and they'll run out. Then he'll trot back with his tongue lolling out, looking all friendly. Works every time.
Well, thank you. Um, yeah, I'm not really used to these kind of environments.
Hmm, that makes sense. Ty here,
I
he's he's a survivor. He can deal with it.
Can you tell me more about him?
We met about 6 months ago. I saved his skinny ass from being beaten up by another group of dissidents. I don't know. I just don't like to see that thing, but then there's something about him. And you saw the bear that has decided to take an interest in him.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Yeah,
serious
I did.
spirit. That's a strong spirit there.
I I I know there's things like spirits. I just don't. I've never seen one outside of that bear for some reason. But
Most of them are really serious. Yeah, I'm not too
mm,
concerned about that.
but yeah, I'm glad you're around and helping him. And
Aside from that, from what I've gathered, he's been homeless since his teens. He lived like out in the country, and he seems to like that seems to have been like a good time for him, but he got hooked on the bad stuff and has to come to the city for that. He occasionally talks about how he's going to go back out to the country and kick the habit, but
let me guess, he never does.
shake a head.
She'll
He had like a
start
cabin.
making another memo on her phone, like look into addictions.
He had like a cabin in the woods or something, and he like learned to cook his own food, hunt his own meat.
He's like a caveman or something.
Well, yeah, a cabin, not a cave, but yeah.
A cabin man, then. Okay. Well, I
What
think
about
it's
you?
about. Mm, I mean, I am not all about camping and that kind of thing. I am a student of Columbia University here in New York, in Manhattan. I have an apartment not too far from the university. Um, it's kind of nice. It's not overly big, but I don't need much. I'm on my own. Um,
You're not a vet, are you? You squint.
no, no, I make musical instruments, or at least I'm studying to make musical instruments. So yeah.
I've been telling Ty you should get a hobby. He seems to be against begging though, which is strange for a homeless man.
Begging is not a hobby, and it's also not something you should be doing.
Better than starving.
I mean, yes, but so what do you like to eat?
Sausages,
Okay.
McDonald's, bit of everything. Ty has had a real penchant for raw meat recently. Ever since, I don't know, I can feel something in him. It's that bear. His mark
It
is in.
sounds rather unhealthy for a human being, that is. Are, as far as I know, I'm not a major in biology or anything, but I don't believe we're really accustomed to eating that anymore. But I could get some, tartare, perhaps. That's edible,
Thing is, you're not
raw.
entirely human anymore.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm entirely human.
Well, you are human, but you're something
Yeah.
more. The rules don't apply in quite the same way. You're awakened now. Believe me, over the years, I've known a lot of awakened.
I mean, I'm glad you do. I only know two. Well, she kind of. looks at Ty to see actually what he's doing during this conversation.
If
Three
you're
now.
walking with him, he'll just kind of be walking. He won't be talking. If you stopped, he'll just nod it off.
Okay, check. She didn't actually pull him off the stairs yet,
No,
so.
he's just not.
Okay, yeah, no. Let's have this conversation at home, and she'll just kind of shake Ty again. It's like, come on, wake up.
Yes, officer.
I'm not an. We'll grab like probably the half full by now bottle of water, and we'll just drip some more into his face. I'm not an officer.
He'll wake up a bit, and he'll just kind of like grumble some things under his breath, and yeah, you can take him away.
Yeah, she'll literally grab him by the hand and just kind of pull him along. Not actually pulling too hard because she feels he might fall over at that point, and she sure as hell cannot catch him. And yeah, she'll try and make sure that both of them are avoiding like glass and needles. She actually kind of looks at his footwear to see like, oh god, can he actually, if he would accidentally step into glass, would that be a problem?
He's got like really crappy looking trainers on.
Yeah. So she's at some point she's just gonna walk behind him and kind of steer him so that they can avoid everything that's on the floor until they're outside, and then she's just gonna call a cab.
The cab will
Okay.
probably pretty reluctant to come to her, but you can walk a short distance and like, get there.
Hmm.
He was like a really
Yeah,
sweet
she'll
guy.
get to like the drop off point where she got out, and she'll wait for the cab. And looks at the dog and says, "So I take it once we're in the cab that we can't really continue talking. So that's fine, right?"
He'll just shrug. You've got the money to pay for it, but yeah, taxi drivers don't like talking dogs. They don't like dogs that much to begin with.
I mean, that's fine. I don't think they're gonna like. And she kind of glances over at him as well, but it's fine. I'll give him a nice tip.
The dog will shrug.
You know,
I won't make.
cab arrives. Sorry.
Strong Boy says I won't make a mess.
That's good. Now, as long as they also know that you won't, that would be even better. But well, we'll see. Let's hope we have a nice driver. And I think at that point, Cap will arrive and Gwen will kind of push Ty into like, back seat, and we'll, get the dog in as well and or help. I shouldn't call him the dog. I should just call him by his name, Strongbow. Boy. I always want to say Strongbow. Jesus, I'm not an alcoholic. So she'll put Strong Boy into the cab as well, and we'll, give her address. Um, and off they go. I hope.
Sure, I think so.
I mean, yeah, she's gonna literally put like $50 in his hand and says, "I'll pay for the ride when we get there. Let's just go." And I don't know, like sometime later, as they arrive at her apartment building, she'll pay him and put like another extra $20 in for being so kind as to take them because they're not odd, a very odd group with like a dog, a raven, a rich girl, and a homeless bun.
Can I add to the drama here?
Sure.
Shall we say that the taxi driver is basically going to um like he kind of senses this is weird, and he basically say like he won't open the door, and he's like, What else you got in that purse, Missy?
A pepper spray. I've given you $70 on top of what you already got. That's all.
Ty is going to then, like, he almost comes out of his comatose state, and he is going to, like, bare his teeth and just snarl at the taxi driver. And I'm going to use mind to the impart thoughts to basically, like, make him scary. So it's basically going to be like an intimidation roll, lowered by Arte.
Hmm.
That's actually a fail. The tile just
Yeah, you
growl at
don't
it,
have any
and
instrument.
then fall straight over and bumped his head on the floor.
I mean, that was just your arete roll. I think you can still intimidate him.
No, I'm happy for it not to work.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess then Strong Boy will like, who is actually just more intimidating, and he'll let you out.
Yeah. I mean, Gwen would probably add, especially with like, Strong Boy growling. She'd be like, he's trained pretty well. If I give him the command to kill, and that counts for both the dog and the man.
He looks kind of like a little intimidated, and the Strong Boy is going to lean forward, and he's going to say, "Woof."
I mean, as far as I know, New York cabs still have like the glass sort of window thing in
Yeah,
between the driver and the. But still, yeah,
and this is, I think, going to freak out the taxi driver, and he'll let you out, and we'll go.
yeah. She'll pull Ty out, and yeah, they enter a impressive building. It's like she said it was small. It's actually not. It's one of those almost like fake Victorian style entrees. It has someone at the desk downstairs, and um,
Nausicaa
Gwen
would,
will. Hmm?
Nausicaa would be proud.
Yeah, she would be. Gwen will take him to like the seventh floor. Just make it easy. I can remember that number. She'll take him to the seventh floor and uh, yeah, into a hallway with these high. It's really like it's a modern building, but it has a classical architecture.
Yeah, sure. It's neoclassical.
Yeah, so high ceilings, but the at least outwardly appearing thick wooden doors, and luckily her door is not that far from the elevator. Probably they look a bit weirded out as Gwen will bring Ty and the dog in, but it's fine.
Uh,
She'll open the apartment door, and yeah, there's a rather spacious living room, opening up into like a French style balcony, separate kitchen, and there's two doors that are probably bedrooms, bathroom. Pretty spacious apartment for New York City. And definitely, like, even with how she dresses and everything, it doesn't look like she paid this herself. There's a picture of two of like her with her parents, and there's several pictures actually standing. Place looks rather neat.
should we say, for the sake of the scene, that once in, Ty will basically, like, he'll go to bed, but he's not going to be very reactive, and that we can continue it the next morning?
Yeah, Gwen will make sure that that he is at least has eaten something and has drank more water, and yeah, we'll definitely put him to bed. Um, she'll ask, like, strong boy if he needs something, and probably goes out for groceries, and yeah, make sure
Strong
to have
boy just
raw
wants
meat.
all the sausages.
hmm She'll go to the butchery and we'll buy sausages and tartar for Thai. So, yep, skip on to next morning.
Yep, cool. Next morning, Ty, basically like maybe like around midday, will emerge from his bedroom. You see, he looks a bit weirded out when he sees you. Like, I guess he kind of knew it was you, but he'll be like, "What you did yesterday was stupid."
What you've been doing for a while now, it seems, is equally stupid. Good morning. Coffee, tea, milk? What do you want? Oh, I should say good afternoon. It's 2 a.m. p.m. Sorry, 2 p.m.
How are you, my mom?
Oh, maybe you need one. But no. But I couldn't leave you there.
Why?
Because reasons.
Because reasons.
You can sense from her, like, that she was worried. And she felt like she didn't really want to abandon him. The strange connection is a reason, and it will probably like flash to like the two guys that were entering there. But yeah, mostly worry.
Not a charity case, you know.
I'm not trying to make you one, but that lifestyle is not healthy, and that's not healthy for both of us.
Oh yeah, I chose that lifestyle. I
I'm
love living.
pretty sh-
I got a secret mansion.
Look, I'm pretty sure you did, but I did not. I wake up with a headache every day because of you.
Really?
She
That's pretty
shrugs.
messed up.
Well, look, we have to find a way to make this work. We're sort of, however you dislike it, we're in this together. So, are you going to answer my question on what you want for breakfast and what you want to drink, or am I just going to pluck it out of your head and make it for you?
Coffee steak.
I don't have steak, but I do have steak tartare.
Of course, you have steak tartare. He'll sit himself down.
You can kind of feel that, like, that emotion of, like, I bought that for you. And she's going to suppress it and just get into the kitchen, and you can hear like the coffee bean machine kind of grinding the beans and making coffee, and yeah, she'll come back with tartar and a cup of coffee, a big cup of coffee. And
Title
she
take
walks
it.
back.
I didn't know this stuff came from anywhere except McDonald's.
I didn't buy this at McDonald's, but if you really want to, I'm sure that we can order McDonald's.
No, this is fine. Don't like that shit anyway.
Okay.
Look, I'm sorry I'm being a dick. I'm not used to this. I don't want you to think I'm a charity case. I'm aware of
Look,
how fucked up things are. Right now, I'm obviously not jonesing, but pretty soon I'm gonna be.
That's cool. I mean, I'm not. I was just worried. And I don't know, you'd been feeling weird for a while now, and I wanted to make sure you were okay. But she will actually, walk into the kitchen and get out like a cup of tea and a sandwich, plus a couple of, pill bottles that are just, vitamin supplements and a glass of water. She starts, with the taking the vitamins and waiting for her tea to cool down. I I don't want to have to worry about you.
Then don't.
Kind of comes natural.
Yeah, seems like you're pretty stuck with it.
Yeah. So I was hoping we could just talk, and then I found you, and it, I could barely wake you up. And
I save you. Okay, sorry.
stop
Thank
with the
you.
sarcasm.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
So look, if you want to live your life on the street, that's fine. Like, I can't stop you. I have no intention of stopping you. Your life is your own, and I'm not trying to take it away.
You think I want to live my life on the street?
So listen to what I have to offer, okay?
Okay.
If you want to, you can use that bedroom. You at least have a safe place for the night, any night. And you can have a clean shower, and, we can get you clean clothes.
You're not worried about having a junkie as a roommate? Not worried I'll steal all your shit? Sell it on the street corner for my next fix?
No, not really.
Well, you probably should be.
I don't know. I don't think you do that.
Why?
Just cause. Cause you're in my head.
Yeah, kind of hard to steal from someone that can see exactly what you're doing. What the hell is that anyway?
I don't know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Like, I know you don't want to do this mage stuff, but I don't feel like this with the others. Like, Joey and I met someone else. Um, but they didn't give me, like, they're not in my head all the time. So even if you really don't want to have anything to do with the mage stuff, although I think you should, but that's not up to me again. But I still think that you and I have something going on there. So, and I'm not a dream.
What?
Last night you said you were dreaming of me, and I just want to make sure that you know that I'm not like some, I don't know, drug induced imagery in your head.
He's looking at you like really weirdly. No, you just might be.
She'll lean forward and just kind of pinch him like just
No,
below his shoulder.
I've been having a dream the last few months. one of my earliest memories. A little girl, and we're being taken away and put into orphanage. That was, I guess, when we started in the I started in the foster homes. That bear said that we were basically said we were siblings.
I mean, we're not.
Okay, bear's wrong. Or was it a wolf?
It was a
Oh,
bear, I think.
it was a bear, and then it was a wolf.
Yeah. I mean, we're not. Look, this is my family. And she'll actually show him a picture. You can clearly see that these parents do not look like her.
What features don't they have?
Um, I've never really come up with like
Like
they're
hair color or
hmm?
hair color, complexion?
They definitely have a different hair color and complexion. Basically they are like they're both from like Jewish families. So, and I know that doesn't necessarily say anything, but there's definitely some characteristics there that she does not have, like different nose, different eyes, just
Yeah,
the
for sure.
entire facial structure.
Being of Jewish heritage myself, I'm aware of these things. But yeah, um, yeah, he'll just look at it, and he won't actually. He'll just look at it and look at her and look at it and look at her, and then he won't say anything.
Fine, I'm adopted.
You don't think that was pertinent to say?
I mean, do I really need to say it?
Look, I don't think we're like brother and sister, right? But clearly there's some kind of connection here. So, okay, these other people, what have they shown you? Because I've been experiencing some weird things, like weird dreams, strange feelings. A homeless guy got on my face the other day, and I growled at him, and I don't know. I want to say like I just put myself into it, and he fucked off very fast.
I don't know really. I've spoken to Joey. He was really scared. He wanted to leave the city, and I was like, if it's really that bad, then shouldn't we like make it better? And apparently he thought about it, and he was like finding a place that was safe, because apparently they have some sort of a safe place for mages. They call it a chantry. Um, I don't know exactly why it is particularly safe, but it has to do with like spirits being tied or guarding that place. And then there's certain magical energies, like it's almost like a fountain of music the way I saw it. I can actually see that if I want to. It's kind of weird, but it's pretty cool. Maybe seeing it is not the right way of saying it. It's more like hearing it. Yeah, so we went out and tried to find such a place. We were in a car, and all of a sudden it got locked. Um, there uh, were there birds? The car started heating up. It became really hot inside, and we couldn't get out. And there was this animal with red eyes that was trying to get a password because he wanted to get inside, like the chantry that they already had, and he kind of made there was magic all around like the car, and it kept it locked, and it started to heat up, and Joey wasn't willing to give him the password, and then he left again. Like he wanted to get something from inside this chantry that they apparently already know where it is, but that has zombies inside. It's really I don't quite know what to think of this. Like zombies don't exist, right? So I guess it must be some sort of mind control thing. Like I can see that happening, but hmm. But anyway, Joey did something with the spirit, and oh, actually, I should mention that there is a shrine. Strangely enough, like against a wall, sort of a table that Gwen set up. She has some incense, and there's a knife on it, and there's actually like a little bowl with like ashes in it, um, and a cup of coffee. It's cold, but there's a cup of coffee standing on top of it as well. Um, so she kind of gestures towards it. So he talked to some spirit that called himself a friendly stranger, and he was like, he was willing to break open the car, and I couldn't see this spirit, but apparently now we sort of have to worship him for 2 months because he broke open the car so that we could get out and weren't baked alive inside a aluminum foil box.
That's a lot to process right now.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it was a lot to process when it was happening. I'm glad you didn't really had to witness that with me. You know.
Me too.
Um. So yeah, apparently we're gonna try and create a chantry in this like warehouse. Um. So that we have like a literal safe place. Um. Because apparently the chantry that they have is not necessarily extremely safe because there have been attacks and there's been zombies inside, and I don't know. I don't actually know exactly what's going on. I've not been to that place, so outside of Joey and the other guy who's I have his contact details, but I kind of forgot his name because out of character I forgot his name.
Look, you can give me a roof over my head, some space to call my own, and I don't know, whatever. I'll come. You guys, that Joey guy, he's big, but he seems soft. And you won't last a minute on the streets. Like, I've been there, I've lived there. I know those weird LARPers were talking about. Like, oh, things will hunt you. Yeah, you know what? NYPD. Fucking drunken hedge fund managers coming after me. Other other bums trying to steal your stash and the few pennies that you got. Like even
My hero.
the damn rats trying to take the food out of your hand. You need some advice.
So when did I become your charity case then?
Oh, not so nice now, is it? I offered to
I
go
never
along with
said you
you,
were.
do a bit of help, and now I'm getting shit in return. Fine, fuck it.
I mean, you just gave me exactly the same shit.
Yeah,
Why am I supposed to accept that?
because I'm
and
a
you can
hungry
just
junkie.
fuck off with it. No, that's not how it works.
Definitely how it works.
No.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a detriment to society. Anyone with a house like this, you know better.
I don't care.
Look, I'm fucking.
And stop that. That's annoying. Look, the only thing that we might need to look into is okay, so my parents come here every Saturday afternoon.
He has just a look on his face that's like, kind of like, of course they do.
And a friend of theirs also comes in. Like, um,
What do you mean? A friend of?
yeah. So my parents didn't want me to come here, um, and they kind of wanted, like, they were willing to buy a place here, um, that would fit, like, that I could live with them in New York. But I was like, I'm an adult. I don't need to live with my parents just because they're afraid I might hurt myself or something. So,
Ty actually nods at that like sincerely, like he can appreciate that.
so after a lot of discussions and arguments, they agreed with, setting me up here on a couple of conditions. And one was that they got to, you know, buy the apartment, and the weekly visits of them and the weekly checkup of our family's physician,
Physician?
doctor.
I, I know what a physician is. It was
Oh, okay. Well,
mine was not stupid.
I didn't know your level of education.
Look, I've seen TV. I know. Anyway, yeah. So sorry. What's the problem with that?
I So my parents are a little worried, like I said, maybe a little overly so. I'm not quite sure how they would react to you. Maybe it would be, if it wouldn't be too much of a bother. Like I said, you're welcome here at any time. But maybe on Saturday afternoons, you could,
It's fine.
walk.
I cannot be here sometimes. It's very
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. I mean, I don't want to kick you out or something, and
I mean, you do, but you're being polite about it. But it's fine.
stop. I know you're joking, but stop that. I'm not a huge fan of those weekly visits, but if it keeps him happy, then, it's a sacrifice I can make.
Aren't we
And
like magic now? We can just turn like lead into gold or something.
I don't know if that would actually be called alchemy, um, not magic. But I don't know. Who knows? But honestly, if mages could do that, I think my mom and dad would be, first excited and then terrified
Why?
because they're both in the banking business. Can you imagine what that would do to the economy?
No,
Lots of
because
gold.
I'm not part of
If
it.
you know what a physician is, but you don't understand that if there all of a sudden becomes like, a lot of gold extra in the world, that the gold value would drop and it would become less valuable.
Okay, I don't see the problem. More people would have it. More people would be wealthy.
No, they
Anyway,
wouldn't be.
I don't want to argue this with you. I don't care.
Okay,
If it was up to
that's
me,
fine.
nobody, if any money, would all live in the forest. It'd be nice.
Well, I get the charm of it. I'm really glad that we don't have to do that.
I'll just shrug.
So, so you do want to become a mage, right? Or you want to learn, or
Look, I'm
you,
not gonna like do this whole thing. I I don't care. If you're offering me a roof over my head, then fine.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I would do that whether you want to be like a mage or not. But I thought you just said that you were, okay with it. But okay, my bad.
I don't even know what it really means. Do I have to like
No, neither
think
do
about
I.
it or
I, I, I I really don't know. Like I said, all I know is that they're right now they're looking for like a place that is safe from like, s- same stuff we saw. Like,
from Baltimore?
I mean, I didn't see Voldemort, but I don't. At this point, I don't even know if that's real or not. Like, is it really? Mm, no, like with the ghosts and the weird, funny-looking little guy, and apparently zombies and animals with red eyes. Apparently, someone disappeared in like a fireball. I don't quite know what that was about, but
You're really not selling me on this become a mage thing.
I mean, this is all stuff that I heard. Okay, what you're gonna do with it is really up to you. I think it would be smart if all these things are real that we at least learn how to, like, even if you don't want to become a mage or want to do this magic thing, if we're in a world where those things are real and we can see them now because we have magic or whatever, then at least it would probably be wise to understand sort of what you're doing so that you can at least protect yourself just in case another of those wraiths tries flying through the window over there. I mean, you have to see the
Maybe.
logic in that.
Yeah, maybe. If big bears are gonna come and tell me things I need to do and tell me to buck my ideas up, I at least want to know what the hell's happening, I guess.
Yeah, and if this world really is as shitty as Joey says it is, then you know maybe we can do some good, or even if we can't, maybe at least we can help, well, ourselves, each other. I don't know if this weird thing of us kind of feeling each other, it's I don't know if that's gonna go away over time, if or not. Like that is something I don't want to find out though. Like, don't you?
If I have to sleep under less bridges, deal with less cops giving me shit, fine, I'm in.
I mean, like I said, you can crash here no matter what choice you make. And if you don't, I would like to at least know. That would be nice. But ultimately, that's your own choice. Do you have like a phone?
No.
Okay. Would you mind if we look for something?
Look, you know I'm an addict, right? I'm on a bit of a come down now. I'm tired. I don't feel good. Probably gonna throw up in a bit.
Uh,
Tomorrow, the day after.
Bathroom is through that door.
Tomorrow, the day after. I'm gonna be a different person. All the things you're gonna say to me. You want to be a mage? You want to do this? Do you want to do that? I don't care anymore. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna take your things. I'm gonna take your phone you've given me. And I'm gonna trade it for my next hit. Maybe if I steal enough, they'll have enough to have an overdose. We can put this to an end.
I don't want you to die.
I don't really want to die either, but I'm being
Then
realistic.
don't.
Oh, don't? Oh, I never thought of don't. You should lead like drug awareness campaigns. Just don't.
Okay. Look, I don't really know what you're going through. I will be the first to admit that, and I'm very happy I don't know. I'm a little frightened what it'll do to me, since I can literally sense you. But so, do you want to? Like, I know you're feeling good right now. I trust you when you say that, and that things will change in like a couple of days or even tomorrow. But is this really what you want to? Because maybe I can try and help you.
How? Magic addiction away? You can magic it away? Go for it.
I don't know if we can. We can look into that. Would you want to though?
Okay. I don't mean to like keep explaining this to you, but there are basically two kinds of addicts. There are the kinds that are terrified, hate what they become self-loathing, and there are a kind that exist in a state of denial. Currently, state of denial one. I don't want to be a drug addict. I don't want to be addicted to this shit. I know what it's doing to me. I know it's going to kill me.
Okay, cool. Um, I know this is going to be an ultimately stupid thing to say. I already know the answer. I'm gonna ask you anyway. Would you trust me? She fully expects him
I
to say no, by the way.
I can kind of feel what you're thinking, so I think that qualifies.
She she's surprised at that, and then you know realizations like, okay, so I'm not sure if there's like a magical way to get rid of someone's addiction. Maybe at least the physical parts. Though I've seen people trying to change other people's minds as well, but I don't know. That just feels iffy. But you know, I can I can definitely try and look into it.
Look, you want to know one thing you can do?
Give you money so you can buy your drugs.
No, no,
Oh,
don't do that.
sorry.
Say you have chronic back pain, go to the doctors. Say you don't know what it is, I imagine you've got great health insurance. They'll give you some shit. It'll be pure medical stuff. That's
You
that's what how we'll get on this. Like
you
not people like
want
me.
me to become your provider?
Look, you said you wanted to help.
I
Then I'm
mean,
not buying
yeah.
fucking some toothless homeless guy that's cut it with chili oil.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, okay, I don't want to drag you into this shit. Don't.
No, no, no. Look, whether you like to or not, let's face this. I'm into this. We are like you're into my shit and I'm in your shit. That's just gonna be a thing. At least until we know more about this connection and how we can turn it off, and if that's a thing that you would want.
Look, I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm just tired. I'm gonna have a shower if that's okay. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna try and eat some stuff. And we can talk about this later, alright?
cool. Yeah. I'll give you towels. So would you happen to know your clothing size?
He'll just kind of stretch his arms out and be like, this.
Mm, okay. She'll actually just, kind of walk around him and peek into like the back of his jacket, at least to get like an idea.
It smells horrible.
Yeah, she knows. Why do you think she wants to buy you new clothes? So, yeah, you go take your shower and go sleep if that's what you want, and I'll anything you need besides like that thing that I will I will look into. Like I'm gonna get you a pair of new shoes because you can't wear that. Probably need a haircut and need to make sure that there's no lice. You have lice?
He'll just give you a look.
I know, I'm sorry, but if my parents find out that there's lice, then it's gonna become an issue.
Look, my old clothes, just take them and burn them.
Yeah, I'll pick up like a toothbrush, shaving stuff. Yeah, I'll show you the bathroom and the towels and whatnot. Um, do we want to end the scene there? With
Sure.
Gwen going, showing you, okay, shower here, towels there, soap, and
Yep,
then
sounds
going
good.
out to buy stuff. Okay, well, this was the scene for Living World of Darkness Mage venue. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Play for playing, and we'll see you soon.